G'day guys, and today I'm going to do my tips for round 19. Wow, nearly at the end of the home and away. Speaking of at the end, I think I might have been at the end of my peak, probably around 11 as well. Just looking back at the stats of recent times, I've done the Gold Coast Suns, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't been very promising since just before the bye, so yeah, I'm pretty cut up to be honest, but. Slipped down to 8th, and yeah, I got 5 over the weekend. So yeah, it was above par, around the par mark. But yeah, it's a tough old world tipping in the pandemic. But you do what you can, I guess. How did I go? So I had way too much faith in Fremantle at home, and that one bit me big time. I should have known that the Tigers would have got it for Jack's 300th. I thought that was last week, but against the Pies. St Kilda and Port, 50-50. Saints are a bit flaky. Carlton and Collingwood, well, whenever I don't tip Carlton, they win. So they often cause a few dramas. But let's get into this week's tips. If Port are serious at all, I think they should win. I'm going to tip them to win probably in that 16-point margin. Collingwood definitely don't have any fears going away from home. Yeah, I think Port win. They've got obviously a few out, but if you're going to be taken seriously, you've got to get the job done. So Pies got over Adelaide but Adelaide aren't too crash hot, so I think Port Adelaide are half decent. Therefore, they should win. Carlton and North Melbourne. Ooh, tough game. Whatever's happening, Carlton's going to do the opposite of what I do, so I'll tip Carlton. Even though I'm feeling like North Melbourne could win. They did win last time, the Blues. I think, again, if they're to be taken seriously, they've got to win this game, but also North definitely a good show. Marvel Stadium might suit North a little bit more, but we'll wait and see. I'm going the Blues, though, not with a lot of confidence. Brisbane have Gold Coast. This one's at the Gabba. Obviously, full disclosure, there might be some games that get moved around and things like that, but I'm just tipping based on what's in front of me right now. And if it does change, and I feel like changing with the change, I'll let you guys know in the comments below. Brisbane have Gold Coast, as I mentioned. This one's at the Gabba. I think Brisbane get back on the winners list. They've had a couple of pretty ordinary losses, and I think they'll respond. The Eagles and the Saints, definitely a danger game for the Eagles. I think they'll win, though. Back on track last week. And again, they're tough to beat at home. St Kilda could cause something miraculous as well, but I don't think their record stacks up amazingly well. And, of course, they won earlier in the year. Oh, of course, yeah, that was at Marvel, so I think they've got that's when they went to sleep halfway through that game. Adelaide and Hawthorn. Oh, this game's always tough. I feel like Hawthorn got them last time, and I'm right. That was in Launceston though, and they were down by a fair bit. Adelaide got them at home late last year. Oh, I don't know to tip you guys. It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to go with Hawthorn. I'm going to back him in. I think I tipped him to beat a team recently, and they didn't get the job done. They were pretty poor. But they did draw with Melbourne. They tend to get it on their terms every couple of weeks. But yeah, the Crows would definitely want to win that one. But I think, Hawthorn maybe in a bit of an upset. Probably slightly more bankable at the moment. I feel like they're more capable of winning than Adelaide. But yeah, they also don't have a back line. I'll look at this one and think about it and revisit it. The D's have the Dogs. And I think the MCG probably get the job done. They touched up the Dogs last time. But obviously they just got off to a good start. See how that pans out. At Marvel, we've got Essendon and GWS. GWS are pretty flaky, as we saw over the weekend against the Swans and throughout this season. I think Essendon just get the job done. Give me a close one. Sydney have Freo. This one's at GMHBA, I believe, and Sydney's form there is quite incredible. Therefore, I think they'll win. If that's at GMHBA, then clearly Geelong's been denied. So Sydney can have their home ground at GMHBA. Cool. Geelong, Richmond. I think Geelong get the job done. If the Tigers get the job done, though, it will be pretty scary because then they'll believe again, and they've got every injury under the sun. No Dusty out. Dusty's out for the rest of the season, so it's going to be very interesting indeed. So to recap the tips: Port Adelaide, Carlton, Brisbane, West Coast, Hawthorn, Melbourne, Essendon, Sydney, and Geelong. My tips. if I don't go well this week, I will be probably relegating to a lot of crazy upsets from here on in. Risk losing by 100 or try and get a bit closer and maybe make a bit more of a punch at it. But those are my tips, guys, for round 19 of the season. Chuck in yours down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe away. Tap the bell, all that good stuff. Thanks, team, for chipping in and coming along. I'll see you on the next video.